I was saying Magomedov, that guy, very good striker, never be a champion.
Yeah, can't grapple.
Exciting. Like, what does he fight? Middleweight, that's 170?
185.
That's 185. He's 185. He looks small.
He looks smaller.
He just disgusting.
He's fought two taller guys.
He needs to fucking shave.
He has fought two taller guys, though.
He looks disgusting.
No, he's just hideous. But come on.
Physically.
He doesn't really have much of a
shot.
shot.
And now, why when they give someone a fake eye, do they give them a different color eye than their other eye?
Yeah, I would say, hey, can I get at least like a similar eye?
Imagine if they gave me a prosthetic arm and it was blacker than this table. It'd be like, dude, why would you do that to me?
Well, if I get a prosthetic cock, I'd like it to look like that.
Well, that's, a different story for a different
day. So people know it's not the real one.
Hey, we don't want people
That's not the right eye.
Yeah.
That's not your eye.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Friday, June 28th, 2024.
This fan's strong.
Let's talk some fighting. It's a good fan, though. I bet you wish you had it in your room. UFC 303 is tomorrow. We did record this pretty late. What's up?
It worked because Ortega and Lopez got changed anyway.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's a lot more updates than...
Were they going to fight at 45?
Yep.
Then what happened?
Ortega's bulking for 155 because he wanted to fight at the Sphere at 155, and he was ready for a move up to 155.
Was he a replacement in this card?
And he took it short notice.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. And I was going to say, if he just didn't make weight, then that's kind of...
Well, they both took it short notice, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was just kind of like...
what happened with this card?
So, the original main event was Conor versus Chandler. Once that got scratched, Dana was like, this whole card needs to be better. It's Conor's, the whole selling point is Conor. You don't even need to make a card outside of Conor. Like, obviously you do, but you don't. And Diego Lopez and Brian Ortega was a fight they were interested, so they made that kind of short notice. He was going to 155, and I heard at 330...
Go under the label.
You got to go under the label. Under the label. You got to go under the label. First drink has to be under the label. But anyway, I heard at about 3:30 a.m., Brian Ortega's team called Diego Lopez's team and said, Brian Ortega's at 151 right now, and he has to rehydrate right now or this fight will be stopped. So we'll do it at 155 if you guys want. And Diego Lopez was like, yeah, that works. So they're fighting at 155.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which
makes me like...
would have taken the piss.
Because I think about... Like, I see certain fights. Like, I think Shavkat, Jeff Neal should have been a much... except more... What's the word I'm looking for here?
I can't tell you.
Bigger gap, like the fight. The fight was close, pretty decent. And I feel like it should have been a bigger gap based on their skill and performances in the past.
I think you're sleeping on Jeff Neal.
I'm not sleeping on him. I think he's a good fighter. I think Shavkat would have done better, finished him probably earlier than the third round if Jeff Neal didn't miss weight by like 10 pounds.
I like Neil Magny and Jeff Neal, but I think I like Neil Magny a little better.
I like Jeff Neal way more.
So Ortega got offered the fight on June 13th, and the fight's June 29th. So
16 days.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, this card. We'll talk about this.
And he's bulking up, so let's just assume he's in the 170s, and he's like got to lose 30 pounds.
He got down to 151. They said they plateaued at that point.
Yeah, they said I'm assuming the doctors were like, you got to rehydrate now.
I don't know if I should do this today. I can. I think I can do it today. Nah, we'll see. I'll let you guys decide. I have an NFL MVP pick that might tickle your fancy.
I would wait till the press conference.
I don't know if we should do that. We'll talk about it in a minute. Before we move forward, we must go back. UFC 302. Randy Brown won by unanimous decision. Nico Price won by unanimous decision. Kevin Holland submitted Michael O. Not Osapien.
Ozdemir? No.
Olis.
I'm thinking of Volkan Ozdemir.
Way too many vowels.
That was a exciting fight. That was the Polish dude that dropped him and then he immediately broke his arm.
I don't know if he dropped him. I think he did. I don't think.
Colin said he dropped.
Did he? I mean, I guess when I say dropped, I don't think he
dropped is like he's about to go out.
Yeah, to me,
put him to the ground.
Yeah, like he.
See, there's different types of drops.
Momentum.
Sometimes, you remember when
Kevin Holland was it was like a perfect combination of Do
you remember when Jake Paul fought Tom Fury?
Yes.
Jake Paul knocked him down.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Fury was kind of on his back foot, and Jake Paul, not unintentionally, but he stepped on his foot, and then he caught him with a pretty good punch, and Tommy Fury went down, and he was ready to get back up. There's a difference between that and, Josh Emmett, Bryce Mitchell, where it's that punch almost killed that man, whereas that punch just caught him off balance, was a good hit.
Yeah.
Still a drop, but it's
Yeah, it counts as a knockdown, but it's he was moving backwards.
So I get what you're saying with Kevin. He wasn't in any danger of being finished, but he did go to the ground off that punch.
I want to tell you something or say something I was going to say also about 303 that you guys might surprise you, but we'll see when we get there. Oh, I wanted to. I think we should do tonight. we'll have Yvette come up here. I think she makes 5 picks. I just tell her the names, and we'll see what her record is based off of not knowing.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty sweet, right?
Dude, that's like she's gonna have the best record.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Because my uncle was telling me about horse racing, and we were like talking about this, and that he was like, "There's nothing worse when you're picking a horse and you strategize, and some dumb bitch comes up and says, I want to take that horse because it's white and cute.' And they fucking win.
Yeah.
You know?
And you've done 2 hours of research, wondering where it's 2
hours, 40 plus
he's
years.
Done probably 40
I mean, like
plus
on a race.
years.
He has a book that starts at the table, obviously, and it's about this thick, about when the horse is raced on grass, when it's raced during the rain, when it's raced before the age of 2, when it's dad's
Against
best
similar
race
horses, yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Mind
and
you,
then
this man dropped out of college, but he can read that book.
Yeah, like what? So Kevin Holland.
Spend his grant money for
Urban needs
school
to stop.
on
I know.
horse racing.
I told you I have horrible heartburn right now. I don't think the Michelob
better.
Ultra is helping.
No.
But I'm tasting Meraki steak burger when I burp, so it's actually like a good thing.
I've eaten so well these last whatever, but
I know
did bad.
I don't know why. Maybe because I need to start lifting more weight when I'm lifting, but like you look like you're getting more. Like I can feel feel my arm, and you can feel there's more muscle to it. But yeah, yours like looks better.
Got a cut. He's more defined.
Like,
Well,
but
it's
his
the
muscles
eating.
are
I think
coming
my eating's
better.
slightly been better. I haven't been drinking, as well as the creatine's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think you see so much fucking results in creatine.
I heard glutamine is good for after.
Yeah,
well,
we had a
for,
whole
like
thing about
recovery
this.
for your muscles.
Well, then we have glutamine at the house. Also.
Did you see what happened today in the group chat with a man that we love very much from Barstow?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, well, you'll have to look into that.
Good or bad?
Not good.
No.
Sean Strickland won by split decision, which I think everybody was surprised that was a split decision.
Yeah, I wanted
wanna
Paulo
say-
to win that based on the money I bet. I like
Yeah.
Paulo better too.
I want to
the
say
fight
about Sean,
stunk, but I didn't see split there.
No, that was terrible for split decision.
3-2 or 4-1.
I want to say for Sean though, at a certain point, the way you talk and the way you act, and like he literally said, "We're gonna go out here and kill each other."
We're gonna bleed
And-
for you guys.
And
No one
I
bled.
think Paulo was a little more about it to an extent. But
If Sean would have brought it, Paulo would have brought it back. If Paulo would have brought it, Sean would have fought his fight. Like still his fight.
That's what I'm
Just a
saying.
little-
Like I think like Sean, and I'm not saying he has to, like because a lot of guys.
No,
Like,
he's the champ. He was the champ, and he's
Chris
the
Curtis fights the same way, and they're teammates.
I'm just saying when you say all the time you're going to
Mm-hmm.
do this and I'll kill this guy and we're fighting for you and you're going to see blood and then you don't really initiate any pressure. It kind of is like, that's
Outside the Izzy fight, when have you ever seen initiate pressure?
Yeah.
EDP, he tried to jab him to death and
Yep.
did his little defense, and he wonders why he
And
lost.
what fight did he look best in?
Jared,
Is he fight?
There
was another fight against a Russian dude where the first round we thought he was gonna get finished. Who was it?
It was that guy they hyped up. He took
Dude,
his, like
no.
lower ranked and
Imavov?
the guy gassed out.
No.
Imavov, no?
I'm so mad.
And Sean just happened to. He was like, I just had to survive the first round against him.
I've got it right here. No, bro, I'm pissed because
However, did you see Sean say he's not fighting Rob? He's waiting for the belt, even though he said he doesn't care about the belt and he'll fight anybody.
yeah,
anywhere.
exactly.
Abu Supian Magomedov.
No, I think it was,
No, it was Abu Supian Magomedov because he finished him in the second round.
who's the dude that he
He beat Imavov right before him, and he said he was like, they keep throwing these Russians at me, thinking they're gonna fucking beat me, but it's USA or some shit like that. And everyone was like,
that's
holy
when he
shit.
really started.
But the Magomedov was like, ooh, first, and he's like, I just had to survive that, and then he put him on him and killed him in the second round.
I think the fight I'm talking about was Jack Hermanson.
When what? When it was boring.
When
as
it was
fuck.
like hyped up, and it was boring, and they were like, Jack Hermanson, you better watch out. Like if you're
At the
Sean
end of the
Strickland,
fight,
you better-
Strickland apologized. I've seen Strickland apologize like 3 times.
Exactly.
For
Jack
like,
Hermanson pissed off Chris Curtis too, because Chris Curtis is a counter striker, and Hermanson just stay on the outside, and Chris Curtis
Yeah.
is like, get in here. It's like, dude, change how you fight then.
Yeah.
Why would he? He's gonna.
those
let
two
you hit
fights
him.
were terribly boring.
you throw
Hermanson,
this
Curtis,
punch so I
Hermanson.
can throw a return and knock you out. It's
Yeah.
like, no, dude.
Chris Curtis the same way though. He cries after every fight too. He's never lost a fight.
Izzy was saying that with Paulo Costa, where he was like, he kept like telling me, come. He was like, now I know what you want me to do. He's like, I know the fight you want. You want me to be in the pocket. So like, that's the exact opposite of what I'm going to do. You know. He's like, and as soon as he stepped forward to me, I was going to counter strike him. So
Izzy just too good for Paul.
I think he'll beat DDP as well. But
Is
I'll
he?
tell
I
you
hope
what.
so. I don't like that guy at all.
I'll tell you what. Dracus Duplessis. I know
don't
we're
like
going
him.
off on different things here, but Dracus Duplessis, what I do like about him, I get what you're saying where you don't like him, but where I do like him is he's just an MMA fighter, and no matter where the fight goes or wherever, he'll bring it wherever it needs to go, and wherever it goes, he's available.
If you can beat Rob Whitaker, you're tough.
You're a tough fucking guy to beat.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah. Whitaker
was
said
weird.
he was like, I fought, like, I was trying to be less aggressive and this and that. He's like, I feel like I should have been more aggressive.
And the
in that
last
fight.
2 fights, he has been.
He
more
said, like, I
aggressive.
brought it more these last couple fights, and look, he knocked the fuck out of literally a guy that I think everyone thought is going to fight for the title at some
Khabib
point.
said he's the future champ of that division.
Yeah, Alaskarov has one loss in his entire career prior to that, and it was in I
You got to
forget.
look at who he fought, though.
I forget the fighting organization. The one loss he had was Khamzat Chimaev.
Right, so how's he going to be the champion of this division if he lost to the one?
That's funny because
But it was probably Khamzat's closest. Like, if you watch that fight, the first round, I was like, oh my God. And then Khamzat hit him with a fucking clean punch in the second that put him to sleep.
closer than Burns.
No.
It's funny too. Hamzat said he's coming for Rob. He's like, you can't get in the country. And then he said, and it's just funny, like the 170ers were kind of, Hamzat was the boogeyman. At 185, they're all just like, he's just another person to us.
Well, that's what it is.
I mean, especially after Usman and Hamzat fought.
Oh, man. After that Alaskarov fight, Whitaker just done. Literally walked out. I get he was on short notice, so that sucks.
Yeah.
But it's like he literally went in there, hit him with that right, and it was like, oh, he's done. And then the uppercut was like, oh, he's dead.
The most beautiful thing in that combo was the uppercut.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't utilize the uppercut.
It was
And when they do
he
high
killed
guard,
him.
and he just killed him.
And that makes me go, oh, I really wonder what this Hamzat fight would have looked like. Because those guys are very similar fighters. He's not Alaskarov isn't as great as a grappler as Hamzat. Like, you could tell in the Hamzat fight with Alaskarov, he didn't want to grapple with Alaskarov. Like, he wasn't as willing to. But at the same time, Hamzat he'll try to grapple the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that fight will still be interesting. But I mean, what do you do with Hamzat where it's like, dude, we're trying to give you opportunities, but like your only win at
Gus says
185
that
that's
when he
important
ups
is
his
against.
training, he gets like sick or something like that.
I apologize for what's about to happen. Just know that much.
Did you fart?
No. I had a near shart at work the other day. I texted you guys about that.
Oh man.
It literally almost escaped my asshole, and I like pinched it, and I went to the bathroom, and I don't know if I should say this on camera. Somebody we know fully shit their pants on the way home from work the other day.
Is that what you're talking about?
The person you know who it is.
On their way home
Our
from
friend. Yes.
on Friday.
I just don't want to give.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he would care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you I was going to apologize.
This is
It
fucking crazy.
didn't come up with the flavor blasted goldfish I see, which is kind of weird. Okay.
That's insane.
Well, everybody, this is my girlfriend Yvette. We just wanted you to make your picks for these fights because we were doing a test run here. Dude, there's a big table right there. What is wrong with her?
Here on a question.
Wait, there's a women fight on this?
Yeah.
This person, Macy, is not a woman. Thank you.
One
Very
cheesy.
kind of you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yvette,
Yes.
go near Billy, or you can come over here, whatever you want.
I didn't go near Billy.
Yeah, go near Billy. Get out of the camera.
I'm gonna step on these cords. There we go.
Very well done.
Okay. So I'm going to say two names. There's 5 fights.
I want to see pictures of these people, though.
Okay.
I'll give her
You
photos.
give her the photos.
Thank you.
See, this is what I mean. Just random things.
But I like that she at least said,
She's competitive. She knows what she's doing.
Okay.
So you're going to go back home after this?
Who can fucking fuck someone up?
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mic close.
Okay, so for the first fight,
Hello.
talk like a normal human.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the first fight, we'll show her the picture. We have on the left, probably, is that how it works? The white guy is Ian Gary. The guy on the right is Michael Page. Who's winning that fight?
Ian Machado Gary or Michael Venom Page?
I'm gonna go with Ian Mikado.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
That's
Perfect.
racist, I think.
Okay.
Why
Did you
I
have the
went with
next
the
one
white
up, Bill?
guy?
Yeah.
This is your two women, Myra Bueno
Oh,
Silva.
Macy, what's her face?
Yeah,
Dude,
look-
that was dude. She's gonna be fucked up. She's scary looking.
Honestly, okay.
She's scary looking.
It's coin flip.
Wait, who did you guys pick for the first fight?
We haven't picked anyone. We do that at the
Oh.
end, but we wanted you, but you said you're going to leave.
Okay.
Anthony Smith or Roman Dolidze.
I'm gonna go with Anthony because he's taller and weighs more.
Okay, that's she knew all this. Who have you been watching UFC with? Brian Ortega or Diego Lopez?
I'm gonna go with Diego Lopez.
gosh,
And
okay.
he's from Brazil. Isn't that their shit?
Yeah.
And there you go.
And then the last one, the main event's Alex Pereira and Yuri Prohashka.
Maybe I'm gonna go. The guy's wearing the belt. I'm gonna go with Alex because he's Brazilian
I think
too.
she could get at least 4 out of these
Okay.
5.
We're
But
gonna-
I don't know that one. I might choose the other guy too. When I was looking at it, I was like,
So we need
This is a
a-
good.
because
This
he's
is a
younger
good one.
too.
This is a good
but
one.
He's younger.
but
Do you want
Yeah,
some
he's
insight
younger.
on this fight?
I want some insight. Tell me
They
the tea.
fought before. And Alex Pereira won.
And this guy won.
And that guy won.
Mm-hmm. It was a good fight, though.
Was it a close? Was it a knockout? Or
It was
a
like,
knockout, but it was a close
so it
fight.
wasn't close.
No, it was close for like 2 rounds, and then Alex knocked him out.
No, because you can just hit somebody with, I won't say a lucky
And it was kind
punch.
of an early stoppage, too. Like, it was like the
really?
ref kind of could have let that go a little bit.
Well, then this guy's coming in guns blazing. He might have a
It's also
chance.
saying that Alex uses witchcraft.
And Alex did not deny that.
You know, it
Witchcraft.
might be possible.
So who's your pick for that one? We need a locked-in pick.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Jiri dude.
Yuri Prohaska.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Okay, thank you for
Fuck
the
it.
picks.
So what do I do if I win?
Well,
You get to
Where
come
do I claim the prize?
You could have the prize.
in my pants.
Can I return it for something else?
not going to get much.
His pants.
And I definitely don't want that one.
Okay. Who would, right? He's gross.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, Yvette.
Thank you. I'm gonna go watch Paw
Little
Patrol
round of
now.
applause.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was really well.
We'll
That
see
was
what your
well done.
record is. If it's less than, if you win less fights than you lose, we're over.
I mean, honestly, this is a close match.
I think I win sushi if I win.
We're going to that.
I got something for you here.
For who?
Just everybody, just for the people.
Are you going back to my house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch Paw Patrol.
It's not called Paw Patrol.
I call it
On
Paw
Patrol.
Paw Patrol's cartoon.
Bye. Love you.
I'm just gonna edit all this out.
Yeah, please cut this.
But I'm the star. Look at me.
Get the fuck out of here.
You see her on Mama Deb's Kitchen. I can't believe she's made it this far. And hopefully she doesn't
She
make
hasn't got
it
to the
any
press
further.
conference yet, though.
There, bro.
Yeah, clickbait definitely. All right.
Can I come on clickbait?
Yeah,
I
you-
talk so much shit.
Yeah, we know. Trust me, we're on circles around you. Love you.
Buy the merch.
You don't even know what
Clickbait.
a circle looks like.
Okay.
All right,
All
so
right.
but what I will say about her picks is no one is even minus 200 on this main card.
Yeah.
So this
That's part of the
card,
reason why I wanted to, because
you got 5 coin flips. You might as well ask some dipshit that knows no idea what.
I will say, regardless of what anything she said, when she said Anthony Smith, I was like, that's a for sure loss.
Did I say on
I'll
this
tell you
show?
right now, that guy is not winning that fight.
I don't know if I've said it yes on this show, but I was gonna say that I'm gonna go 3 or 2 or better 3 and 2 or better on every single main card because I'm heating up.
We haven't said that, but
But I'm gonna say because we're gonna talk about what I went on the last card and I think it was 5-0 or 4-1 and you guys went 3 or 2 or
what is the records for 302, Bill? Oh, we didn't. Hold on. Before he gets to that, Islam Makhachev is how I think you should say it because the K is before the H. Submitted Dustin Poirier in the 5th round, about halfway through the 5th round. Unbelievable fight.
I thought that was a fantastic fight.
If you live in Vegas, well, I don't know if I should say this because I don't want people doing this, but Sunset Station, I don't know, one gives a fuck anyway. Their new sports book, right now, they're letting people watch for free. That was a good time. I thought that was actually very well done.
Very, very nice setup they have there.
It's another place that we saw by Meraki. We should go check out. It's just like a distill. but
Oh,
it says
yeah,
home
me
of
and
the
Eric
UFC.
checked it out.
So if you guys want to watch the fights there tomorrow,
Where?
It just looks like a distill
you
kind
know
of.
where Meraki is?
Yeah.
You know where that wall where Bouncy World was?
Yeah, that bar right there.
Fausto's. There's a bar called DJ's. There's a plaque.
And it
like
says
a
home of the UFC.
home of the UFC.
Yeah. Let's check it
If
out.
they don't have if you say you're the home of something and you don't show like pay-per-views or something, you're not the home of nothing. Billy is full-blown shocking his dogs. But yeah, Islam. Not real quick, but
Did
what
you hear Vet scream? She put
Yeah.
the collar on.
Yeah, it's not car. That's par for the course. Of that fight, of the Islam fight, I thought Dustin fought really well. You could tell, like, I don't, it's hard to say because everyone's gonna say he lost, but I really feel like in terms of performance for the moment, that was one of his best performances in terms of.
Oh, yeah.
He fought those takedowns off hard.
Yeah.
Like it was unbelievable.
He was locked in. He
Clipped
was in
him
the
a few
moment.
times. Didn't hurt
Not
him,
only
but
did he
clipped
fight
him
out
clean.
takedowns, but he stood up from a takedown when he was on the ground, and he caught an elbow on the clinch. After that split his head wide open.
Should have said in the clinch, but you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, got it in the clinch. I'll say it now. Anyway, that elbow, that fight, that performance. I thought it arguably could have been 2-2 going into the 5th. I think I leaned more 3-1 Islam, but I think at that time when you want Dustin Poirier to win and all that, your heart's racing. You go 2-2. Doesn't matter anyway. Finished him a 5th. That takedown in that 5th round where he caught his foot and kind of like Russian necktied him.
Little whip.
That little whip.
Islam actually does it in training to the arm.
Yeah, it's
they
called
said
a
golf.
Russian necktie. Boom. Unbelievable. It was
I think a
absolute.
Russian necktie is when you,
Yeah, I don't think it's a Russian necktie.
Something like that. But
never mind.
I have a huge problem that the fact, real quick, that Undertaker lost at WrestleMania. I don't know what they're doing writing scripts. Who's going to go undefeated? there was a guy to do it, it was him. You know? Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe Logan Paul. Russian tie snap.
Come on.
The Russian tie snap. What?
Logan fucking Paul.
Why not?
You just said the Undertaker, and you're gonna say Logan Paul.
Undertaker is like an
Mount Rushmore.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Undertaker is like.
I mean, I've seen that. He can't do what Logan can do.
All right, I've had enough.
Is Logan alive from the dead?
Yeah, he literally got buried alive, and they brought a casket out.
Burnt his brother Kane when they were children.
Yeah, what a fucking life we've lived, huh? We literally with sports. I know I'm being prisoner of the moment. Do you think there's going to be a better, like we talked about it before on the press conference with like Tiger Woods, Roger Federer, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Derek Jeter, who else?
Connor McDavid, Sidney
Conor
Crosby,
McGregor, Floyd Mayweather. Like, there's no way you're going to get all this in a 10-year span again, ever, right? There's no way.
I don't think so.
However,
either.
how? There's no way.
And again, someone that's 60 years old watching this is going, we had Kareem, Magic, and then we had fucking Dan Marino. They're saying similar things where they're going.
Tom Brady. Well, bro, are we crazy?
We forgot Tom Brady. But I'm saying like they're saying similar things like those guys weren't better than our guys. So I think
I'm just saying they were all like.
If you look at stats, dude, we forgot Ronaldo, Messi.
Bro, right? Like, dude, because you're forgetting.
Balotelli.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you look at every sport, like who's the go to soccer, like people are arguing. The argument's Ronaldo, Messi.
Yeah.
Who's the go to football? There's no argument. It's Tom Brady. Who's the go to golf? There's no argument. It's Tiger Woods. Who's the goat of basketball? It's Michael Jordan, LeBron James, or Kobe Bryant. Who's the goat of
tennis?
Give me another
Federer,
sport.
Djokovic, Nadal.
It's one of those three. That's it.
Played together. Like that's fucking.
Give me another sport. UFC. It's like who's the
Women's
biggest?
tennis.
Who's the biggest name? It's Conor McGregor. Women's tennis. Women's tennis. It's
John
Serena.
Jones?
It's John Jones easily. You know
Anderson
what I mean?
Silva.
Arguably, it's the highest selling. Who's the highest selling
Mouse.
boxer of all time? Floyd Mayweather. He's arguably the best ever. All this stuff. You look at all that and you go, that was all during our lifetime. And you're just like, holy shit.
And like within
that was in a 15-year span.
Lifetime, like I was born in '97, and then in 2024, it was like Kobe retired in 2016. So did Floyd Mayweather. Tiger Woods like kind of went over the hill. Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, Ronaldo,
like,
Messi.
as we grew up,
like,
we saw
what
this.
the fuck is going on? Like that's like I said, might not ever.
Ronaldo
get
and
it
Messi.
again.
This is their last Euro Copa.
That's so terrible to think.
It's all coming to an end.
Think about how many minutes.
And especially if you look at like soccer, like I know we're getting off on a tangent in the clinch, but if you look at soccer coming up, it's like the Ballon d'Or is just shit now. The goal score, it's like 20 goals and 10 assists. Messi was scoring 70 goals in a season, 90. Ronaldo was doing like 65 with 50 assists and shit. Like it's just not what it was.
USA fucked us last night, man.
Yeah.
I don't think
We'll talk about
Uruguay.
that. Go watch the press conference. You want soccer talk, you want football talk, you want basketball talk.
We got to do one of those here soon and wrap up all sports, basically. And then I say, like you said, we focus on clickbait. Regardless, nonetheless, records for 302, Bill?
So
we'll do records for 302, then records for the year.
We were going to do in the clinch, by the way, for last week, but once they canceled the Hamzat thing, we said, fuck it. We're not doing it.
I said right away, people said, I think I said it on the last before we did. I don't know if that was canceled before then, but they said that this guy's going to be a better fight for Robert Whittaker, and I just think that's ignorant. That's just ignorant. And then what happened? I mean, it's easy. It's fights. It could happen.
Because on this card, we picked was it Almeida?
Yes, Jailton Almeida. Jailton Almeida was originally on the main card. They bumped him like the week of.
And so when we shot in the clinch, he was still on the main card. So
that was our pick.
We didn't pick the Nico Price,
right?
Which is fine because that fight
was the worst fight
anybody.
ever.
They didn't even get paid. I think.
So we're taking the Jailton Almeida fight over the Nico Price fight. That's okay. I'm just okay.
Yeah. So this is our picks of our 5 fights. So on that card, I went 4-1.
Not good on you.
I lost Paulo. Eric went 4-1. He lost Paulo. Danny went 5-0 because he picked Strickland. And overall, this year now, I'm 14-11. Eric's 15-10. Danny's 16-9.
And I had the best record last year. So, this is kind of what I do. I'm kind of a wizard when it comes to this type of shit. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to do 3-2 on a main card is the worst I'll do for the remainder of the fucking year. And this is the card where if I get fucked, it's going to be this card because it's the closest card to date. But 3-2 or better. I honestly don't even know if I'll hit a 3-2. Probably 4-1 or better.
I like the confidence.
I love it too.
Marc-Andre Fleury's fighting this weekend?
That's crazy.
That's actually fucking nuts. The card right before this, Whittaker and Aliskerov. Alexander Volkov. So, what I tell you before the Kevin Gastelum fight, I said Danny said he looks like a fat slob of shit, and I said he's gonna win this fight.
Yeah.
And he won by unanimous decision.
He missed weight at 185.
Yeah, he did.
By like
That
8
Shara
pounds.
Magomedov guy won by KO.
Kevin Gastelum.
I thought he was supposed to be 170.
Yeah, he moved up to 185 because he couldn't make weight at 170.
No, I think he was doing one because Daniel Rodriguez is 170. He was going back down to 170.
This was
Well,
middleweight.
then why do you do that?
This
And
was
then
middleweight.
It's a middleweight bout.
2 weeks before that, he's on Gastelum's on YouTube eating tacos, like trying tacos at some taco shop and everything.
But
Well,
who
he won the
doesn't
fight.
love eating?
I know.
Come on. I mean, I'm going to sushi. tonight,
D-Rod
and
said
I've
he
been thinking
thinks
about it all
he
week.
thinks Gastelum's missing weight was a part of his plan all along to be bigger than him to beat him. Yeah, if you think, if you're going into the fight thinking that and then go, I'm not going to fight him. Why? Because he's bigger on purpose and you
And
miss
he's
weight
gonna
by
beat me.
yeah.
I mean,
D-Rod just popped too. Just got off suspension. Like, I don't know. They both kind
for
of.
that card, Johnny Walker.
I like watching both them fight.
Johnny Walker needs to be
Yeah.
retired. They talk about Tony Ferguson and these certain guys. This guy's in the same boat, if not further ahead in the sea, deeper into the sea. That guy needs to be stopped. I'm not kidding. That guy has to stop fighting.
Yeah.
His brain hates him.
And that sucks because, he's
And I saw
athletic and he's
fights.
a freak.
I saw fights of him before the UFC of him getting knocked out, and it's just as bad.
Right.
Well, there was one where he got knocked out like 4 times,
Yes.
and it's like,
It's like a cartoon to watch.
Yeah.
and I just remember when he was knocking people out, people were like, "This guy should fight John Jones. He's a threat to John Jones." I'm like, nobody's a threat to
That would
John
have been
Jones.
so bad.
Cocaine is a threat to John Jones.
Yeah, that's about
Him
it.
himself, he's the biggest. His biggest. It's like when I say to you guys in fucking basketball and football, you're playing against the clock. You're not playing against the other team. When you're up by 21 and there's 6 minutes left and you're throwing the ball, John Jones' biggest competitor is himself.
How lucky is John Jones that he works for the UFC and Dana White and not Roger Goodell, the NFL?
Oh, dude, Roger Goodell would literally lynch him.
I don't know if I would use Lynch there.
No, I mean seriously.
If you're talking about Conor, I'd have been okay with it, but there's a reason why.
Okay, well that's your own problem. I didn't say that.
Something you got to get over, isn't it?
They said that Shara Magomedov. Why do these guys all have the same fucking names?
I don't know.
He's not allowed to fight in the
What did
U.S.
Connor call him? Cousin fuckers.
He's not allowed to fight in the USA because of his eye thing.
Yeah.
Well, what was I think?
He doesn't have an eye.
He does.
I know. What, you can't be in the USA without an eye?
He can't fight in the USA.
He won't. No commission will
They
approve
won't.
it.
They won't approve him to fight.
Oh wow, I didn't
didn't
know
know
that.
They said that we were watching.
But
Well,
Jared Holland is off because Jared's on a 45-day suspension. Medical suspension.
Jared who?
Cannonier.
Oh,
Because Holland and him were supposed to fight at 185. Kevin Holland is just collecting checks.
so now he's gonna fight Shara.
Probably
Where is that fight?
wherever he's allowed to fight.
Perth, Australia, I believe.
I'm sure fucking...
No,
Kevin Holland
it's in
doesn't care.
Denver, Colorado. So what the fuck is Shara talking about?
Well, I just saw today, though, that they said that he might be able to get approved now for USA, so who knows?
That sucks. The guy's a good fighter.
Yeah,
I
he is.
have some crazy news that I can't say. I'm sick. I can't say it.
This is like the 4th time he's dropped news that he can't say.
Don't say a word.
Oh, that's cool.
My friend at work. You don't know who this is, I don't think. Wow, what a
who's
grab. That's
He just
pretty-
got banned on Twitch.
Dude, I looked up someone. I'll tell you guys off. I don't want anything to do with anything that I'm talking about right now.
That makes sense.
That's pretty. You know who that is?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. What if my phone hit the fan and just shot out the window? My stomach isn't a fucking.
But I'm saying anyway. I don't know where we were.
I was saying Magomedov, that guy, very good striker, never be a champion.
Yeah, can't grapple.
Exciting. Like, what does he fight? Middleweight? That's 170.
185.
That's 185. He's 185. He looks
Yeah,
small.
he looks smaller.
He just disgusting.
He's fought two taller
He
guys.
needs to fucking shave.
He's
his
fought. He
beard.
has fought 2 taller guys though.
He looks disgusting.
No, he's just hideous. But come on,
Physically.
he doesn't really have much of a
And
shot.
now, why
to
when they
look
give
good.
someone a fake eye, do they give them a different color eye than their other eye?
Yeah, I would say, hey, can I get at least like a similar eye?
Imagine if they gave me a prosthetic arm and it was blacker than this table. It'd be like, dude, why would you do that to
Yeah.
me?
Well, if I get a prosthetic cock, I'd like it to look like that.
Well, that's, a different story for a
Probably
different
so
day.
people know it's not the real one.
Hey, we don't want people
that's not
thinking
the
this
right
is
eye.
real.
Yeah. That's not your eye.
Co-main event, I really thought Sergey Pavlovich would beat Alexander Volkov.
So did I.
Volkov's another one of those guys where it's like Gastelum, where it's like, oh shit, he won, and
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, he's good.
He's a really good fighter.
Right,
It's like,
exactly.
you think he'll be the champ? It's like, no shot in hell.
And then Robert Whitaker knocked the fucking blokes off of
Ikram
Ikram
Aliskerov.
Askarov.
That video of him timing him.
Yes, the
Every
first
time he-
minute he kind of fainted and saw like how he was moving, and then 2 minutes in he blasted.
Whitaker's
him.
like fantastic at fighting.
Yeah.
No, he's amazing.
People forget that.
2014
was his last fight against a non-ranked opponent in the UFC.
And what did we say? A middleweight, he only has 3 losses and 2 are to Izzy, 1's the DDP.
Yep.
Oh my god, That's why I said when people say these people, I'm like, you got to realize Robert Whittaker is fighting top 5 people every time he fights in the last 2-3. Like Dustin Poirier when he fought that Benoit Saint Denis. I'm like, dude, this is cool that this guy's up and coming. I love the fact that whatever, like that's okay. But like Dustin Poirier is
only fights the best.
He every fight
He
of
didn't
his.
have to do that.
No, I'm not even saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying every fight of his is against the best of the best in the entire
It's a
world.
threat.
If you look at the last Dustin
Sort of
Poirier's,
a threat.
is
Best of the
because
best.
while we're still on that 302, if you look at Poirier's last like 5-6 fights, it's Oliveira who had the belt. It's what's his name? Islam Makhachev, who's the current champ. It's Justin Gaethje who had the belt at one point. It's Michael Chandler who fought for the belt at one
Former
point.
Bellator champion.
Right, and a former champion in Bellator and stuff like that. Like you don't go in against him as an up and comer and think, oh, I'm supposed to outclass this guy. It's like, why would you think that? Look at who he fights. Look at
Speaking
who
of-
you fight.
Saint Denis, did you see him and Moicano are fighting?
Yeah, that's a good fight.
That's going to be a banger.
Dustin's last 5 fights: Oliveira, Chandler, Gaethje, Saint Denis, and Makhachev. One of them is not like the other.
No.
Like one of them's not
There's a
in
name in there
class.
where you go, that he doesn't belong in that group.
I don't know. I think Saint Denis will be up there, though.
Eventually.
No, I'm not saying he won't, but he's
I mean,
not
yeah,
of the
compared to those
caliber.
other 4.
But you have to.
I don't think he'll ever fight for the belt. I'll say that right now because I don't think he has it in that weight class. That's a tough weight class.
Well, and also, I'm
I
not
don't
saying
know,
Dustin
'cause
Poirier doesn't
all those
knock
guys you
people out.
named are in the later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everything's timing too. Like you could just bounce around and all
I
of
would
a
never
sudden you're
thought Sean
fighting.
Strickland would have fought for the belt.
I
And
never would
an
have thought.
injury later, and he's the champion.
Exactly.
So we're going to do shorter. We got to go to the 303.
Perfect. UFC 303 is obviously Saturday, June 29th at T-Mobile Arena. I did want to talk about how Conor backed out and how that fucked everything. Never mind, I'm not going to say it. Anyway, Billy, records for the whole year. I think me and Danny are now tied.
We've already done this.
Not for the year.
Yes.
No, we did not.
Danny,
We did not do for the year.
Yes, he did.
Oh, well, one more time for the
16
people.
and 9, 15 and 10, 14 and 11.
Damn, you took the lead. Wow. Objects
Where was he at?
in your rearview mirror may be closer than they appear.
Yeah, I'm never in the rearview mirror is the thing, though.
Well, you were for literally the entire year.
How many chickens
Don't
would it
touch your
take to?
feet with my feet?
How many chickens would it take to kill a lion?
Oh,
all of them.
100.
100? Is that what you're gonna say? I think it would take. Like I like all of them better than some.
All of them.
How many chickens are in the world?
I don't know,
Well, now I need to know.
because like there's one being made right now. I think.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
I just saw a fucking answer about this too. I forget it.
I think it was the chicken.
I think it was the chicken based on evolution or something like
Something like that, yeah. You can't have the
that.
egg.
Like something involved to the egg,
you can't
chicken,
have
and
the
then
egg
you can
without the chicken.
There's 27.6 billion chickens alive.
That's how
at
many it
any
would take
given
to-
moment,
At any given
and they
moment.
outnumber humans 3.5 to 1.
Well, yeah, I could have told you that.
Right, yeah, I'm not a fucking mathematician, but that's pretty easy math. What's up? Danny said the other day to me that mom said to him that you guys could convince me that dragons were real at some point, and I'm like, okay,
We could or we did.
you could.
Oh,
I think that I'm not
'Cause
gonna
we were
say-
watching
I'm
House
not,
of
I'm not
the-
going to do what I want.
We were watching House of the Dragon, and Mom said, those people, she said, God, people probably smelled like shit back in those days. And I said, what days? This time period never existed.
Yeah.
And she said, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know dragons never existed? She said, Eric would ask some question like that and actually be serious. Like,
you don't think dragons ever existed?
yeah, yeah. Like, do you think? And I was like, yeah, we actually probably could convince him that dragons were real at one point.
Yeah, no,
And who's to say they aren't?
I think I get a bad rap, but
how
that's
long has
not
that been around?
That's not between me.
But my answer on the chickens thing, I would think, I do like, now that I think back about it, I think 100 chickens.
that's a lot. I don't think
It's
you
a lot
realize
of
how
chickens.
many chickens like that would be.
They asked Islam this.
I'm just imagining 27.6 billion chickens attacking one
Lion. He's like, what the fuck did I do?
It wouldn't make it past. It wouldn't.
I can't remember who it was. He was like, I think might have been Islam was saying like it's a lion, like it doesn't matter.
How many chicken-sized lions would you have go against lion-sized chickens?
We're not doing this.
chicken-sized lions going against a lion-sized chicken? I think
Damn.
four chicken-sized lions would be one lion-sized chicken. Because they fight within a pride as well.
I don't understand though, because here's the thing. I always think if you just like I'm thinking the chickens have the mindset of we need, like, this is what our goal is. But if the chickens are just walking around and you just dropped a lion, I think they'd all just scatter because they're so scared of it.
No, we're like sanctioning a fight.
Then yeah, I would think like 100.
They have something against this lion.
I would say about 100 then, like I said.
I would say
because
100
I
as
just
well.
don't
The
think
lion took their queen. I don't know if they're chicken.
Queen chicken?
Like that.
Because there's certain chickens that'll be placed on the lion that the lion can just never do fucking shit about. You know, he's focused on everything like right here, but like the chicken that's just on his back constantly, he's like, I can't get that.
What if he
fucker.
rolls?
I guess he could roll.
I saw a video of an alligator moving the other day, and fucking hell, if you got caught with that thing chasing you, you'd be fucked.
You ever seen that video of the girl?
Crocodiles can't move on land.
Of the girl in the gator, like at all?
No, like on land, I saw because they killed something, like an animal, and then the other animals, like it was like outside the water, and the other animals literally just like ganged up and were just like bumping it around. You could tell it was like it literally like one would hit it here and it would like move like this, and the other one hit it and it would they just crocodiles on land, I guess.
Shit.
Yeah, but alligators can move on land a lot better than crocodiles. They're the same animal.
You ever seen that video? No.
They're 100%.
Have you ever seen the video of the girl taking care of an alligator in some sort of like aquarium or whatever?
No.
And it gets her arm.
No.
And then a gator rolls and she rolls with it and it doesn't rip her arm off.
No. I've seen the video though where the guy like sticks his arm in the thing
on her.
and then it slams on his arm. No, that's the same animal.
Okay, that's fine.
But like they're different. They have different.
No, they're
Crocodiles are in salt water. Alligators are in fresh water.
Yeah, because at one point one of them
Crocodiles
moved
have pointer V-shaped snout. Alligators have a wide
evolution,
U-shaped
brother.
snout.
That's the same thing.
I mean, they're coming from the same thing. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's just like saying like like someone looking at humans and chimpanzees and going, we're saying that's the same animal, right?
Bro. If you saw two of those, if you were walking down the street and didn't know what they were,
You wouldn't go, oh, is that a crocodile or an alligator?
You wouldn't say, wait, that one's shaped a little different. Like two of these fucking monsters.
I wouldn't say anything. I'd fucking get the fuck out of there.
But I'm saying that's the same thing.
But you just said, you made a good point though. If you saw the crocodile, you go, it's on the street. I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, like I said, I think
So
alligator.
maybe it's your fault
Honestly,
you don't know more.
crocodiles. What's the oldest living crocodile?
I want to say 124.
That's insane. I feel like I saw something about a shark that's been around for like 500 years.
Something like that.
Holy fucking hell!
There's a jellyfish that's immortal because it can reprocess itself. So
Do you think is that the same brain?
I don't
Freshly
know.
lived to 140.
Damn,
That's pretty close.
that's pretty sweet. Good diet though, you know.
Yeah, he probably eats some salmon. Skinless, boneless.
See, it sucks because I like to go 30 minutes, but then we get in these
The oldest living
conversations.
creature on Earth is the Greenland shark. Ming
Yes.
is 507 years old.
Look up an immortal jellyfish.
How does that shark look? That thing's got to be like
Gray.
What shark?
That shark.
Ming.
Ming.
Ming is a turtle.
You just said shark.
Greenland
Oh,
shark.
Greenland shark. They have a picture of a turtle.
Maybe it's
Piss me off.
Maybe the shark named turtle.
right? And then there's this
His name's Shark. Shark Ming. He's a Chinese
Got a middle
turtle. I
Ricky
watched.
Simon. Where have I heard that name?
He's pretty good. I watched a Korean.
You can't be that good, brother.
I watched 2 Korean movies.
There's a woman fighting a man on this card.
There's one. Oh shit. Peyton Talbot. Oh my god, this is actually a good card. And that woman's gonna win, by the way. The Japanese woman, Ri Tsurugan. Peyton Talbot's gonna kick the shit out of someone. He's minus 1700.
I mean, bro, why would you even put that fight on?
Yeah.
That's just stupid to me. Who did what's his name? Bo Nickel just call out? What weight does he fight at?
185.
He called that dude out.
That Robert Whitaker just fought, right?
No, he called the dude with the one eye out.
Char Bullet?
Yeah.
He would kick the shit out of Char Bullet.
Well, yeah, dude, I don't like that guy. I said I would have picked the other guy to fight him, to beat him, Bo Nickel.
I like that.
And we
though.
can't
Winner
claim
gets ranked.
race because he's white, because you guys always do that to me. I don't like that guy, and I hope every fighter that fights him kicks his fucking ass.
Bo Nickel thinks his shit don't stink.
And so,
I'll tell you what, his shit does stink. It stinks like shit.
He's 185.
Yep.
That guy is going to get killed when he gets in the top. That's what they're waiting to do. That Dana White is playing this little game of, okay, once these older guys kind of fall off, I've got this guy he's 18-0 and he's going to fight, some older dude and kick his ass. Put him up against Arnell if he's that fucking good. You know
Once
what I mean?
Whitaker's 36, he'll go. Put him in.
What's him fighting a guy he's minus 5,000 against going to benefit him when he goes to fight Hamzat Chimaev?
Yeah.
You're just doing that because you're trying to hold on to you're thinking of which I get as a businessman, but at the same time, dude, fuck that. I hate that.
What was I going to say about the Korean movies? Oh, you got to watch. One's called Call. Okay.
Yeah, Halle Berry, good movie.
Nope.
Okay.
It's called Call, and what happens is this girl goes into live in a house that's near a house she used to live in when she grew up, and she gets a phone call, and it's the girl that used to live in that house 20 years ago, and she still lives in that. It's 20 years ago. She gets a call from the past, 20 years ago, and then the girls start talking, and she's like, "Oh, what happens to me in 20 years?" And she's like, "You actually die in 3 days."
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
That's actually fucking kind of crazy.
Good.
Concept.
I like those movies where like shit like that happens, but sometimes they go. Is it a Japanese movie? You said
Koreans don't fuck around.
As long as it's
Did
not
it?
one where they wake up and it never happened, or you're not sure
Oh,
if it
yeah,
happened.
that's
like,
fucking
I don't have time.
bullshit.
Like Inception, where it's like
Unless you wake
There's
up-
another good Korean movie that I just watched as well called Forgotten that you guys should watch.
Unless you wake up and you don't know if it happened, and then you die 3 days later, then I'd be okay with that. But if you wake up, you don't know if it happened, like the movie ends. It's like, okay, go fuck yourself. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you were alluding to, but
I don't even know what he just said.
No, I'm on the same page.
he said if when they wake up and it didn't actually happen, and you're like, well, this whole movie, like, I watched a show. Fuck, what's it called? This family goes to the Caribbean, and their daughter dies, and the two Caribbean guys. It's I mean
On Hulu?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that.
And they did this
I
because the
watched it
guys
long.
were dark skinned and all this. They made it seem like they killed her, and her sister finds one of the guys in New York driving taxis, and the whole fucking time she's trying to like get in with him, be cool with him, and at the end she finds out the story. Her sister swam away by herself because the two dudes were making out. They turn out to be gay. They're making out. She swims away to like this forbidden waterfall, slips on a rock, hits her head, and dies. And I watched 9 episodes thinking she got killed.
She was just homophobic the whole time.
I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was so pissed.
That was the point of the movie.
Like, even though it's right straight down the barrel of the gun, they killed her. It's like, okay, that's, you know, you just wanted to see how it unfolded. She had nothing to do with, and nothing had to do with any of that. And that, well, it was cool. Well, I don't say cool, but the guy who ended up being nice, his best friend, who was a piece of shit, married that guy's ex-wife. It was a whole thing. But I was like, dude, you guys could have had a great time with this. But anyway.
Let's make some picks.
First fight on June 29th, T-Mobile Arena. Ian Machado Gary versus Michael Venom Page.
This is a tough one right off the bat.
What MVP said, though, he goes, if I was fighting him in Bellator, he'd be another can.
I'll pick first because Danny said stuff. I think Michael Page is going to kick the living shit out of him.
I don't think he's going to kick the living shit out of him, but I do believe Michael Venom Page wins this fight.
I think it's not going to be as exciting as we hope so.
I think Michael Venom Page is going to put it on him. If Gary wants to fight,
Gary's not going to put it on Page.
It's going to be up to him if he brings the same energy. Michael Venom Page will not stand there and pick cherries all fucking fight.
He kind of will sometimes.
I don't think he will here.
But I'll pick MVP as well. But I hope it's one of those Bellator knockouts.
Yes.
Second fight is Mayra Bueno Silva and Macy Chiazon. I think it's Chiazon. I mean,
I couldn't agree more with the vet on this one. Macy Chiazon.
Michael.
Looks scarier. So I don't really care. You know, say what you want about me. I don't really care to pick women fights. Macy Chiazon.
You know what? I want to pick Bueno Silva, but I don't want to stray too far away, and she has about 5.5, 6 inch reach advantage. Same age, and she's more of a takedown. Oh, I don't know here. I'll take Chiazon just to be safe, but don't be surprised. I don't know anything about either of them. But
Yeah.
I'm going with Myra because she
Nice.
standing guillotine Holly Holm, and she was actually beating Raquel, but then there was a 5-round fight, and she
Pennington?
gassed in rounds 4 and 5. Raquel Pennington, she gassed out in rounds 4 and 5.
I'm sticking
And
with
this is only a
Chiazon.
3-round fight, so I think she'll.
I completely apologize. I'm switching my pick.
Okay, well, I'm picking Chiazon.
Myra. Third fight, which, I mean, this fucking...
Let's talk about this fight. Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze. This started out as Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree for a blatant #1 contender fight. Khalil Roundtree popped, so it's Jamal Hill versus Carlos Olberg.
Self-reported pop.
Was it a self-reported pop?
Yeah.
What
Interesting.
an honest guy.
He said
I kind of,
he
you
got
know
the
what?
supplements, and they were reading, and he was like, oh, shit.
Well, I've already taken half the bottle.
Yeah, so they called and said and everything.
Oh,
like
well,
that.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I like that.
They had somebody checking the ingredients.
I don't think he's a scum, but I did hear from 2 different people that he's a bit more of an asshole than you would think, and that hurt.
What do you mean? That's like, bro, like if you're doing that, if you do that, I knew I took that. I just didn't know if I would pop. It's like, if you call right away, it's like, fuck, you know? Like, at least you called and, you understand. Like, obviously I don't know why he took it before he read the ingredients. That's like,
Pretty retarded, but
yeah,
who
that's like
would've-
wiping your ass before you shit. But
Yeah, but how many times have you been kicked in the head before you shit?
Not many.
I don't think-
That was the answer supposed to be a lot.
yeah, I don't know. Are you okay to pick the fight? I feel like you wanted to go.
And
Let him go.
then Olberg. So now it's Olberg versus Hill. Then Hill gets injured, so now it's Olberg versus Anthony Smith, and we're a week away. And now Olberg gets injured, and it's Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze. So this fight
I
just
think
came.
after 303, the gods were just like, fuck you. I will say, when it comes to, who'd you say, Jamal Hill? Don't like that guy either.
Me neither.
He talks a lot of shit. You got knocked out. You said blah, blah, blah. He's, I'm humble. I was just this, that, and the other. I can't imagine you'd be singing the same fucking song if you knocked him out. So.
And Anthony Smith also, he kind of has a similar dumb shit talk that comes from nowhere. With no, what do you do?
You're 38 and 19.
Yeah, and he just said that Alex Pereira is dodging him, so I'm going to go with Roman Dolidze.
So am I.
Yeah.
Co-main event.
You could put Myra Silva against Anthony Smith. I'm picking her.
Yes.
I'm going to take prediction right here. Fight of the night, Brian Ortega, Diego Lopez.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
To be honest,
Lopez fucking brings it.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of his either.
You don't like his haircut.
Yeah, I just I don't like.
He's undefeated in the UFC outside of his debut fight, which I believe was on
Short notice.
5 days' notice.
It was.
And it's against an undefeated. Who was it? Was it Evolov? Movsar?
He fought Yair Rodriguez, Brian Ortega. That being
Yeah,
twice in a row.
he fought Evolov, and it was a decision too.
His shoulder popped out of place in the first.
That was the last time he fought.
No, this is the last time he fought. He beat him, and he rolled his
No, I'm
ankle.
saying before the fight.
Yes.
Yes, I know he rolled his ankle before that. How old is this fucking idiot? 33, 29, taller, longer, and younger.
Here's what I'll say though. Look at Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. This is kind of a similar one where it's like Ortega only fights the best of the best. Who has Lopez fought?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm shocked Lopez is a favorite in this.
I'm not.
I'm not, because he's younger, taller, longer. He's more whatever.
And Ortega gets it at 155. I don't know how low. I assume Lopez was at like 146.
That's what I was gonna say. My pick would have been blatantly Lopez, but the fact that Ortega got down, he's already bulked, so he's gonna be bigger. And he got to 151 and couldn't get any smaller, whereas Lopez was probably at 146, 147, dying, and was like, all right, cool, we can stop it right now. That makes me lean a little bit more Ortega. I'm still going to go with Diego Lopez.
And I like Ortega because against Yair, it was like
And I'll go with the finish as well.
he was aggressive grappling, not like let me go down and play guard. It was like I'm gonna try to take this guy down, but if I
And
get
the thing is, who's a better striker, Yair or Lopez? Yair,
Yeah, I'm going Brian Ortega.
But better ground game, easily Lopez as well, though, so it goes both ways.
I'm gonna take Brian Ortega.
I'm going Diego
This
Lopez.
card, I feel like I don't know a thing about it. Like, this is fucked. And then the main event, Alex Pereira deserves a lot of flowers for what he's done coming into the UFC.
Wow.
I feel like when he first came in, me included, I was like,
Don't look at his record, but go ahead, sorry.
whose record?
Alex Pereira's.
At all?
What do you think it is overall?
Oh, dude, I don't even have to tell me how many fights he's got. I'm not looking.
No, just say it, just say.
I have no clue.
I just want to
What
hear.
does MMA count as? Kickboxing or no?
No.
I don't know how long he's fought in the MMA.
Yeah, well, what do you think it is?
Like, I would,
looked at it.
Oh, okay.
I would say like 20-4. But
No. He's new to
Had
MMA.
half those fights.
He's
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Based on
So
his
half those
track
fights.
record, you would think he's 24. That's why I wanted you to guess. But it's exactly half, 10-2. He's only 10-2, and he's been a double champ and defended his belt.
And he's beat Izzy.
Well, that's why I said I don't like. I know he kickboxed Izzy like fucking a
He
million
beat
moves
Sean
ago,
Strickland.
but like he didn't beat Sean Strickland. He fucking killed him.
That's what I'm saying. To be 10-2
beat
only.
Yuri, he
Like,
beat
I knew he only had a few fights in the MMA and whatnot, but still seeing 10-2 is shocking for a guy that's done what he's done.
Who did he lose to? Izzy and who?
He lost his
He
first
lost
fight
his first
by
fight.
submission, rear naked choke.
In the UFC?
Yeah.
In
in
MMA.
In MMA. And then his next four
He was like
fights were-
4-0. 4-1 getting into the UFC.
Yeah, he was 4-1 with 4 TKOs.
Now
He
then
won
he beat-
every fight up until Izzy.
He beat Bruno Silva by decision, knocked out Strickland, knocked out Izzy, lost to Izzy,
man.
beat Jan by split decision, knocked out Yuri, knocked out Hill. So
He's 6-1 in the UFC. In 6 of those 7 fights, I believe, are former champions. Maybe 5 of those 7. Or no, 6 of those 7 because he fought Izzy twice. He's fought 5 former champions.
Jamal Hill,
Former champion.
Yuri,
Yuri for champion.
Jan,
Jan for champion.
Izzy twice,
Izzy twice.
Strickland became champ after, but
Boom.
still.
Fought one guy that wasn't a champion in the UFC, and then he fought, boom, straight champs.
And
And he's 6-1.
and Yuri was standing with him. So it's like, and even then,
Yuri deserves flowers. Yuri's a dog, too.
yeah.
I
They
rewatched
both
that.
fought on that 300 card. It's 303 they're fighting.
I rewatched that fight the other night because I saw some highlights and I was like, damn, Yuri was fucking him up. And it was more for like a minute and a half in the second round where I can't feel like he found his game. The leg kicks were a huge problem.
Oh, Alex Pereira's first leg kick dropped him, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounded like a baseball bat, and I was like, well, he's not
And
going to.
that's another thing where it was like, it wasn't, he didn't, Yuri was leaning in and kind of off balance. It wasn't like, he was standing like straight up, like kick me and dropped him. It was a thing where like, it was just it was good. And I never.
His leg kicks come out of nowhere.
And it was. They were like fired, like you couldn't guess it was coming.
Zero telegraph.
Yeah, there's no show to it.
Zero telegraph. He literally, and a lot of these guys wind it up. Justin Gaethje is what he does well is he hits you when you're not expecting it. He'll be in the clinch, bang. He'll be in the clinch, banging with you, and throw a leg kick, and that'll destroy you, and throw with all his might and catch you with his shin and whatnot. Pereira's catching with the ball, like this heel of his, the ball of his heel kind of right here.
Front heel.
That inside heel going thing, and he'll just kind of whip it
Like
out of nowhere, fuck you up.
It doesn't look like it's doing much, but it.
Oh, I mean, it drops, and you hear it sound like a baseball bat,
Yeah.
and you see a guy drop, it's doing a lot.
I mean, I'm picking Alex in this one. I think he knocks him out again.
I also
that
think
left
Alex
hand is
wins that.
ridiculous.
I think
Yuri
as long as
fights
he's fighting
Yuri.
strikers, he's going to win
And Yuri
at this weight class.
Yuri thinks he's doing some witchcraft.
That was awesome. Yuri said, Alex, I'm asking Alex to not bring any witchcraft into this and fight man-to-man because I believe he's using it. And then Alex said, hey, everybody uses it. Alex just did not deny that he's using witchcraft.
So you picked who to win the Gary fight?
The what fight?
Ian Gary.
Michael Venom Page.
And then you picked Chiazon.
Yes.
You picked Diego Lopez?
This is way too early for you to pick opposite of him.
And Roma Denlize.
No, I was going to pick Yuri. I'm going to be fully transparent. I watched the first fight again, and I thought, I feel like Yuri's going to bring a different type of energy and a different type of strategy.
I mean, Yuri's another guy that's, 30-4. One of those losses are Alex, and he was the champion. He was undefeated. He was an undefeated in the UFC champion until he got injured. And remember, here's another thing. He was coming off a brutal injury. First fight back was Alex Pereira.
I'm just thinking if
Now he's fought again and won against the guy,
Pavlovich,
Alexander Rakic. And he beat him, knocked him out. So now he's had he's got his legs back. This could be a better fight.
Yuri hasn't lost since December of 2015. December 30th, 2015.
Prior to
Muhammad
Alex.
Lawal, KO, and Ryzen. And then the next one wasn't until Alex of November of last year.
2023. I'm going with Alex.
Like I told this guy at my work, and I think the odds changed, but Alex was like minus 170 and Yuri was plus 140, and I was like, I think that should be closer. Now it says on ESPN minus 150 plus 125. I really want to pick Yuri. I just like I said, it's hard for me because I'm like, if I'm picking with just what I think, I feel like it's gonna screw me in the end more. Like I feel like I'm okay that I have Mayra Bueno Silva for some reason when I have no idea who that is. But I don't want to pick against Alex because I'm like, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. But at the same time, Yuri is also like, I feel like this fight is literally a coin flip. Like, because we've seen Alex get knocked out too. Like I think he could get caught, and Yuri fights weird to where, like I said, if he kind of like, if I was his coach, I'll say this: I think Yuri wins, but I'm not. So I don't know what that does.
I get what you're saying there.
Because I would say, like, dude, this is where he beat us the last time. We're going to go in and fix this. We'll adjust during the fight if something crazy happens. But Alex, you know what he's going to come to do with you. He's going to try to throw that check hook. He's going to fucking... Oh, man. I'll take Yuri.
Is Yuri's striking defense better than Alex's striking offense?
Give me Yuri.
All right.
Give me Pereira.
I'm pissed.
Can't say it enough.
All right.
Okay,
Let's recap the picks.
So, UFC 303. First fight. Give me Michael Venom Page, Mayra Bueno Silva, Roman Dolidze, Brian Ortega, and Yuri Prochazka.
Want my picks now?
We're doing a short, so yes, we would like to be quick.
I'm going Michael Venom Page, Macy Chiazon, Roman Dolidze, Diego Lopez, and Alex Pereira.
Then I have MVP, Mayra, Roman, Ortega, and Alex.
Dang.
Then I have some quick light heavyweight trivia since that's the belt on the line.
John Jones.
Yeah, that's my answer for everything.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So top 5 most light heavyweight defenses.
Okay.
Top 5 most light heavyweight defenses. Number 1, I'm going to go with John Jones.
John Jones is number 1 with 11.
What's second, just for the number?
5.
What's 5th
wow.
for the number as well?
1.
3.
Oh, shit.
Pretty interesting. Okay. Wow. Shogun Rua.
No.
Wow.
Rashad
This
Evans?
is going to piss me off.
No.
This is gonna piss me off. We're gonna fucking struggle on this.
No, this
It's
is
all
gonna be
older
good.
names, huh?
No.
Who's the champion? Who's the champion before Alex?
Dude, it's been hopped around. It's not Jan Blachowicz. It's not Glover Teixeira. It's not Jamal Hill. It's not Yuri Prohashka. I mean, it's just been bounced around since John Jones. Daniel Cormier?
Daniel Cormier is 5th with 3.
Okay.
And the 3 guys in the middle are old school.
Yeah. God damn it. Stop. Randy Couture.
No.
Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell is tied for 3rd.
He was a
with 4.
light heavyweight.
He
That
was
guy would
everything.
get fucking smoked.
Tied for 3rd with 4.
Dan Henderson.
Nope. He's tied with, because I don't think you'll get it, Frank Shamrock. with
Frank
4,
Shamrock.
who was the first light heavyweight
I'm gonna
champion.
sit here quiet.
That's where it got me.
And now number 2 has 5 defenses.
Say the
Do we
name.
know this name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, say the name. I know. I'm going to get it, too.
Tito Ortiz.
Tito or fucking
That guy fought at light heavyweight. Dude, these guys sucked.
I know.
And these guys are saying they could beat John Jones. Like,
If they wouldn't beat, who's the 5th light heavyweight right now?
I should have got that.
number 1 is Jones with 11, Tito with 5, Shamrock and Liddell at 3 with 4, and DC at 5 with 3.
What a struggle bus.
Now, the shortest individual reign by days. So just one reign. If they had it multiple times, I'm not counting that. So the shortest individual reign by days. Top 5.
Glover Teixeira.
No.
Jamal Hill.
Jamal Hill is 4th with 174 days.
Yuri Prohashka.
Yuri is 3rd with 164.
Is Alex Pereira counting that?
He's actually already passed it.
Wow. Already, huh?
Yeah, he won the belt.
Jan Blachowicz.
Nope.
Individual reigns.
3 older guys.
3 older guys now. Okay.
Chuck?
No.
Is there going to be any of those guys that were also on that list of the top 5? Frank Shamrock or Tito Ortiz? No.
Nope.
I have to piss very bad.
Shogun Rua.
No.
Damn.
Rashad Evans.
Rashad Evans is 2nd with 147.
Leota Machida. Is he ever a champ there?
No.
Yeah, he was a champ. No?
He's a champ.
He was champ. No.
185
He fought for
maybe?
the belt. He got choked out by John.
BJ Penn. He put up the
I'm
shot.
looking for 1st and 5th.
1st and 5th.
You said Chuck Liddell, Frank Shamrock, that generation.
Randy Couture.
Randy Couture is 1st with 127.
That guy sucked.
And
He's
5th
pretty good.
is a guy I think people will forget about. Lost the Ultimate Fighter finale to Bonner.
Forrest Griffin.
Forrest Griffin, 175 days.
Bang.
And here,
The old UFC sucks, and I'm not saying it sucks, but like the old UFC, like I feel like when we were watching it, like some of these names, like how many people would know those names?
Earlier in the episode, I said I don't like picking women fights. The reason I say that is because I feel like they're in the early men's stages of the UFC.
Yes.
Where you really don't know what's going to happen.
There's one to.
There's nothing wrong with that. The WNBA is in the same position right now where they,
That is.
Caitlin Clark is like their Wilt Chamberlain, whatever, like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those where, like, they're still figuring it out right now.
the well-rounded.
You can tell with the Aces, they kind of know how to play basketball as a unit. The Fever, watching them is literally like my eyes are bleeding.
Amanda Nunes is Bill Russell, where it's like, he has 11 rings. She has 14 title wins. It's like, well,
I hope in 10 years that we have like 4 or 5 Amanda Nuneses in it.
that's what I'm saying. We're going to, and there's not going to be some chick that dominates the way that she did because it's like, well, she's facing that tougher competition now because it's a much bigger sport. How many women do you know growing up? Let's just talk about our growing up, right, Bill? From 1991 to 2001, when you were in the first 10 years, you don't know any girls that were training MMA. You know what I mean?
That's what I said.
How many girls are fucking 6 years old now training MMA? Training jiu-jitsu, doing something like that. It's becoming a thing. Same with basketball. No girls played basketball, even when I was growing up in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, they were cooking and doing what they
what they should have been doing. But like now, it's a thing where like they think they can be men.
I'm just kidding. Everyone who gets all offended. Jeez.
But no,
you can joke and still be funny and
yeah. Go ahead, give us some trivia or something.
fucking hell.
This one just because there's a fact after this that I was enjoying.
I mean, bro, having 4,000 emails is like fucking crazy. But go ahead.
Longest individual reign by days. Just one reign by days.
John Jones.
John Jones is first.
In the whole UFC?
light heavyweight division, yeah, whole UFC.
Oh,
Light heavyweight?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You didn't say light heavyweight. That's the only reason I was
sorry.
concerned.
Yeah,
Are you
this is
good?
all light heavyweight trivia.
Oh, it's gonna be the same guys. Frank Shamrock.
Number one is John Jones with 1,501.
I mean, bro.
Frank Shamrock is fifth with 703.
That's
Alex Pereira.
Nope.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell's fourth with 770.
Tito Ortiz.
Tito Ortiz is third with 1,260.
and who's the other fucking fucker? We
Daniel
said Daniel Cormier.
Cormier with 13-15.
Damn,
Ooh.
what the fuck? He was
Now.
champion for a while.
Jones in his 2 reigns has a combined total of 2,098 days. So he's first in one reign with 1,501. He would be sixth in his second with 597 days.
He's unbelievable.
That's like
That's the only reason I want to do that one, because I was like, is he top 5 between both reigns?
Yeah.
you can't say enough about how good he's been.
But, and I said this, I would love to see him in this light heavyweight division right now. And I'm saying he didn't fight in a good right heavyweight division. Well, he fought the best. Lyoto Machida, Shogun Rua. I mean, you could name Alexander Gustafsson, Daniel Cormier. You could name so many guys that he's fought that you go, holy shit, how he beat all those guys. It's unbelievable. But it would be really fun to see him fight Alex Pereira, Yuri Prohashka, Magomed Ankalev, Jamal Hill, Khalil Roundtree, Carlos Olberg. It would be fun to
I
watch.
think Cyril Gahn is the Alex Pereira of the heavyweight division.
What does that mean?
He's gonna.
Cyril Gahn is the Alex Pereira of the heavyweight division.
Yes, striking wise, like he's just gonna come up, kickbox you. That's mainly what he's got.
Oh, you're saying John Jones would absolutely ground fuck him?
Yes.
Oh, I agree.
You're saying it as if like
I get what you say.
if he fought him, they'd go.
I think
to
it would be
war. It's
fun.
like,
No. It would be fun to see him dominate all these names, basically.
Oh no, well yeah, but I feel like the way I'm
An interesting one would be Magomed Ankalev, I think, once that guy comes. Which, by the way, did you see what Yuri said about him when they were asked about, is he next and whatnot? He said, who did he beat? Johnny Walker? Yuri was like, he beat Johnny Walker, so he get a fight for the belt.
People ask these guys like Yuri who have fought, like you said, Yuri hasn't lost in fucking 6 years besides one fight and this one where he got, whatever happened with Alex.
He got one of the greatest knockouts ever against Dominic Reyes, and then he won the belt, took it from Glover Teixeira in one of the best fights I've ever seen. And then he got hurt, and he came back and immediately fought for the belt against Alex Pereira. And it's like, I mean, this guy fights top dogs, they've done all this, and you're going to ask him, is Magomed Ankalev next? He's like, I mean, I lost my belt and fought the number one contender in Rocket.
You should be asking guys like, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, now, if he thinks Jason Tatum's next to run the league. You don't ask a guy who's fighting for belts right now if another guy's up to fight, because it's like, dude, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I'm here fighting this weekend. Why the fuck are you asking me about some clown?
Right, that's true, too.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I was.
Is Magomed Ankalev next? He's like, I'm literally fighting Alex Pereira.
No, I'm next because I'm fighting Saturday for the belt.
Yeah.
So you can go talk to that fucking dweeb. about
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean, though? Like, if you ask Mike, like, I'm trying to think of a guy who's retired, like Jeff Teague. If you're like, hey, who's going to be in the face of the league next? It's like, oh, bro, like these guys. If you ask that to fucking Luka Doncic, it's like, why the fuck? I'm me, asshole.
Yes,
Just in the
Anthony Edwards
finals.
next, and
Right?
Luka Doncic's
Like,
like,
bro,
no,
why the
I'm
fuck would
now.
you ask that? That's just a stupid
I
question.
just realized my dream today was the Mavericks won the championship.
Hey, well, guess what, pal?
That's fucking only in
They
dreams and fairy
didn't.
tales.
Yeah.
They signed someone that was huge for them, and they won it next year is what it was for me.
I don't know. I want to say, look at the betting odds and see what that is. I want to tell you guys my MVP. I want you guys to guess. Okay, this is what we'll do. Real quick. I apologize.
This is ended. This one to here.
What?
One to here.
I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll end it, and cliffhanger for beginning of the press conference is what we'll start it with.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, we'll try. We're trying shit out,
Yeah, you
So
don't
I
see
have-
shit like that.
I have an NFL MVP pick.
I think I might be able to see white on the green if you can. That's mine.
That's the chair.
That's the chair. That'd be the couch.
I don't know how to give you guys hints or clues. It's a quarterback, which it's a quarterback
Thanks.
award. They also, real quick, I'm so sorry to do this. They said NFL Comeback Player of the Year is going to be now based on, because apparently they said DeMar Hamlin should have won. They said it's someone who's coming back from injury, being hurt, which I feel is the same thing, or other circumstances, which I think Joe Flacco had other circumstances. So I don't know how.
I would agree.
I don't think they defined that very well.
Yeah.
Because the AP came out and said, this is how we're voting on it now. You have
Joe Flacco, I thought, was retired.
Retired, done. His career's over, and then he comes in 10 games into the season and carries a fucking team to the
Well, let's
playoffs.
talk about comeback player. He won the Super Bowl MVP, the highest thing you could win in the NFL, and came back and led a team who was like, we're fucked to the playoffs. That is comeback.
That is comeback. Making one tackle in an entire season after you have a
DeMar
heart
Hamlin
attack
had
and shit your pants.
Three career tackles that year. Had a heart attack and came back and had 2 career tackles.
And a fake punt that he ran into his fucking left guard's ass.
He ruined their season.
No, but what I'm saying is they said other circumstances, and people are like, now we get what the award's about. I'm like, no, they put other circumstances as if, like, that to me, other circumstances are you sat on your couch, you were the fun.
This
like,
is press conference talk.
Of course. But anyway, well, that's what, So I have a MVP pick. Obviously, like I said, it's a quarterback. I don't know how to.
If we don't guess it, don't reveal it.
Okay. How many guesses do you guys want each?
Three.
3 each.
Okay. Well, I'll say this: you wouldn't. I don't know. Like it's not like Patrick Mahomes, but it's a
I
quarterback.
almost want hints, but like then that kind of gives it away.
That's what I'm
I say
saying.
we don't no hints to end this show. Hints to start the next press
Should I tell you if
conference.
he was in the playoffs or not?
That's too
No.
much.
No
Okay.
hints.
Then it
No.
breaks it
So-
down to 14.
So basically, I'll
No
give-
hints to end this
Okay.
show. Hints to start the press conference if we don't get it.
So next episode on the press conference, I do have a NFL MVP prediction. I'm going to give Billy and Danny 3 guesses each. It is a quarterback. Billy, we'll start with you.
Is it quarterback?
This is a quarterback award, just in general.
Yeah, I agree. Go Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. I'm not going to say yes or no until you both have your 3 guesses, and I'll tell you if one of you got it, or we'll talk about that in a second.
I'm trying to just think of.
That's a good guess.
I'm just trying to think of teams.
Just look it up. Just look at the teams. Sorry.
We can do.
Sorry.
I can
I
go
wish I
again.
pulled this
'cause
up.
No one's watching this. If you're watching this far into the end of the clinch, not only do I love you,
I love you.
but you should do something else. Holy fuck. Do you guys have the teams up?
I've got my 3
Okay,
guesses.
so next season.
Jordan Love.
Okay,
Fuck, that was one of my guesses.
that's okay.
Go ahead.
So next season I have an NFL.
I almost
MVP
like
pick.
that you took one of my guesses though, because that gives me another guess.
C.J. Stroud.
Everybody pause. Next year, I want you to guess as well. I have an NFL MVP pick. It is a long shot. Probably won't suspect it.
Quarterback.
Quarterback in the NFL that will win MVP for this next season. Billy, your 3 guesses.
3 guesses are T-Law, Stroud, and Jordan Love.
Trevor Lawrence, C.J. Stroud, and
Jordan
Jordan
Love.
Love.
J-Lo.
Good guesses.
Mine are Joe Burrow,
Okay.
Dak Prescott,
Okay.
I know he's not picking that fucking guy.
and there's 2 I want to say.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna shoot both of them off. God, now there's 3 I want to say, but I'm gonna shoot both these guys off. I'm just gonna give you 2. Jalen Hurts was one of them,
Okay.
and the other one I was gonna give you is Russell Wilson.
Okay. Oh wow, that's well, I can't do that again.
What?
I heard so much shit.
I
for
know.
that MVP pick I had.
I think
What-
those would be fun. Those are
what-
interesting ones.
What I'll do next on the press conference, I will give you the odds because I feel like I threw it in an unfair position, or I'll give you the odds of a couple people, and I'll go from there. But yeah, like I said, I think you guys are going to be like, oh fuck, that could actually happen. Like that's actually a good bet for the number he's at as well. Other than that, anything else from you, Dan?
Nope.
Bill?
We're good.
UFC 303.
We're excited.
I'm
about
just
those
hoping that
predictions.
I can stay within one game. I guess I'll call it one game of Danny. But I think Yuri, like I said, hopefully he comes with a little different
That's
strategy.
what they're
'cause
all
I
hoping
think he had a lot of good things he could have used in that fight. But I feel like with Alex, you get in there with him and you're like, oh fuck, I'm here with him now.
Yeah.
So hopefully that one fight gave him a lot good experience with that. Other than that, we'll see you before UFC 304. I don't even know who the fuck's fighting on that. Is that the Sphere card? No.
No, that would be. It's a July card.
It's gonna be
October.
306.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Other than that, like I said, get your bets in. Go watch some
Oh,
fights.
Edwards Muhammad 2.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's a Manchester card, so it's Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blades. It's Bobby Green versus Paddy Pimblett. It's Muhammad Mokaev versus Manel Kape. And it's Arnold Allen versus Giga Chigadze. It's a
Wow,
pretty good card.
Good card, actually.
306 was supposed to be the Sphere, but they changed it to Rida Season Presents UFC Noche. And somebody goes, that's great. The Saudi Arabians are representing Mexican Independence Day in Las Vegas. Dana White covered everything. And
Yeah.
the theory is that 306 will now be the Conor and Chandler card.
Nope. They just seen an interview yesterday. Dana White, they said, will Conor be back in August, September, October? He said, none of the above.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
but he's
know.
also a lying rat piece of shit.
Yeah, we'll see.
Could be as well. Yeah. Everyone have a good night. Be safe, and we'll see you next time.